Hello, Steve White, Steve White 89. Well, I am marathoning the original Thundercats. Now, I thought I'd seen every episode of the Thundercats on DVD as an adult, but I realised that I hadn't. Now, my exposure to Thundercats was kind of limited when I was a kid, more so than He-Man the Master Universe. I saw a few episodes in syndication, and I didn't have any on video or anything, and that was it. So really my memory of Thundercats basically comes from the books that I had. I had the sticker book, which covered 8 episodes from the first season, and I had a couple of comics and a couple of book and tape books that just covered like the first 2 episodes, and a couple of little storybooks. One that was Thundercats Ho, which I didn't realise was the story that it was. So I bought the DVDs, and the first season came in 2 big volumes because it was 65 episodes and it was 2 volumes, and I watched them, and I didn't order the second season from another zone because I think that was American and the other ones were UK. What it was, I bought the whole series. It was both seasons in 4 volumes in one box set, but I never watched it. I thought I'd watched it, but I think because I bought the first season in 2 volumes and 65 episodes was a lot of episodes, I felt like, I'd watched the whole series, and I realised later that I actually had never watched the second season. I thought I had, but I never had. So it was a bit of a shock because I just watched season 1 and then I watched season 2, and I'm realising I've never seen this before. I don't know any of this, so it was kind of fascinating and kind of like a little gift. So now the first season was produced by Rankin Bass. Their parent company was Telepictures. They were sold to Lorimar, then Warner Brothers. The first season cost about $15 million. It was produced by the Japanese, made by the Japanese animation company Pacific Animation, and was a little bit more sophisticated than He-Man, which it gets compared to. But I think the He-Man designs and that universe, I like that just as much. They're different. They're kind of comparable, but not really. So there's a lot of comparisons between the two because they're sort of like the big mid-80s sort of cartoon toy series, and they have a few similarities, but it really should end there. Now, the first season was 65 episodes. It aired weeknights, 5 nights a week. So it ran from September 1985, September 9 to December 20, 1985. And then they did a telemovie, Thundercats Ho, which I don't know if it was produced as part of the second season or if it was actually done as its own thing, but it was basically broken up and became the first 5 episodes of season 2. And season 2 comprised of 20 episodes plus those 5 episodes, so 25 altogether. So it ran from September 8th, 1986 to October 10, 1986. And same thing, 5 nights a week. And the first 2 weeks were 5-part episodes. The first one was Thundercats Ho, and the second one was Mum-Ra Returns or whatever. So each season started off with a 5-part episode that ran for a whole week to sort of introduce the series, and then they had 3 more weeks of the shows. So season 3 ran from September 7, 87 to October to 87, and season 4 ran September 5th, 88 to September 29, 88. So basically you got 4 weeks of Thundercats, basically. So I liked the animation, I liked the characters. They had a little bit more development, but I think Masters of the Universe was a bigger universe, a bigger world. I do prefer Masters to Thundercats, but I love them both. And I finally got to see some of the toys that I'd seen in the actual series in the second season, but I'm going to do a review for that, a proper one for that. Now they tried to do another series, Warner Brothers, in 2011. They originally had, I think, 62 episodes planned, and then dropped down to 26, and then it was cancelled, and they were supposed to be doing an animated movie, and it was announced in 87. They had some leaks in 2010, 2011, and nothing's happened since then. No one knows what's happening with that. But the original cartoon was great. The characters were good, the animation was good, the designs were good. I love the original villains. The Thunder Tank has just got a re-release. It's basically the size of Castle Grayskull. It's too big, I'm not getting it. I'm just going to get the original Thunder Tank. And because it's just too big. On its own, it's great, but when you put it with all the other toys, it makes the other play sets look small, and it's like $1,500 now, whatever. So I really enjoyed the series. The stories were good. They basically were your basic, good versus evil. You had your individual characters and, individuals from all over the planet, and characters like the Burbills and stuff like that, and the Tusker Warriors and the Iceman and all those. They were all interesting. I still prefer the Masters universe, but Thundercats is a very close second. They're basically sister series as far as I'm concerned. And I love that I basically have all the toys. And I can't say anything other than that. Any criticism of the show not being as good as He-Man or not being well animated and so forth, I don't know where these people get these complaints from. The show was top class. It was absolutely great in the day, and it holds up just like He-Man. So I'm really glad I have every episode on DVD, and I'm really enjoying marathoning them and watching them and just staying in that little world. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to get back because I've got season 3 and 4 to watch, and I'm going to do a little review of each season, or maybe I'll just review season 2, 3 and 4 together because it's kind of season 2. But I don't know. I'm going to go.